Shabbat Shalom, Temple Sinai. This Shabbat is one that is filled with questions, many more questions than answers. Our Torah portion is Vayera, which contains the story of the binding of Isaac. Before we get to that, though, we have Abraham traveling around, leaving the land of Israel, coming back to the land of Israel, dealing with Sodom and Gomorrah, arguing with God, challenge after challenge after challenge. We don't understand entirely what it is God wants from us. After all, if this God is asking Abraham to sacrifice his own child, what kind of God is that? And how do we believe in a God like that? And if Israel is so essential, then why does Abraham leave and come back? Why doesn't Abraham just stay there the whole time? And if we believe that our tradition is built really on this three-legged stool of God, Torah, and Israel, what do we do when two out of the three come into question just in this one Shabbat? And how do we wrestle with the words of Torah, which connect the two? The answer for me is that there is no answer, but that our tradition recognizes the holiness of wrestling. And our tradition says, look, the end result of where you land may not be as important as your commitment and willingness to engage. And so that's what our tradition calls us to do. It calls us to wrestle with these challenges, to argue them, to have conversation, to listen, to think, to talk, and to spend time figuring out how this makes sense or doesn't make sense, and how we can live lives that make more sense. So I hope you'll join us this Shabbat as we wrestle these questions together and engage in the sacred act of wrestling and discovery. Shabbat services will be at 7 o'clock Friday evening. Saturday morning we have Torah study at 8:30 and the Minyan at 9:15. At 10:30 we'll celebrate the bat mitzvah of Eva Velasquez, and we look forward to celebrating with her and her family. Sunday, Next Door is in session, and there's also Cooking for Caring going on, so sign up for that. In the coming week, the usual classes, and next Friday night, we have a special Shabbat dinner celebrating our 6th graders, so we hope you'll sign up and join us for Shabbat dinner. And soon enough, it will be Thanksgiving time, and we'll have a chance to sit down with our family and friends and give thanks for all of the goodness that we have in our lives. For now, embrace the sacred wrestling, embrace the sacred questioning, embrace the not knowing, the difficulty of saying, what does a God who asks us to do such terrible things need from us today? How does this make sense in the 21st century? How do we live with all of this? In that set of questions, in that set of conversations, so much goodness and holiness can grow. And I hope that happens for you and in your family. For now, Shabbat Shalom. Look forward to seeing you at the temple.